Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sharifuddin Aisabi Ahmad and I'm going to talk about the project background. This project is a project construction of an open basketball court and has a roof with spectators sitting on both right and left side of the stadium. Based on the architecture plan, the entire structure of the court used two main elements, namely concrete and steel. Next is the design concept and erection methodology. The flow of the methodology is that first we model the wall, roof, ceiling, floor and main beam. After that we generate truss areas and trusses. Next we generate truss members. Then we check the connection between members. After that we generate wind load for ceiling area and roof. Next we generate internal pressure area. Then we generate truss label and drawing. And then we check the support, add others line points and area load. Finally we run the engineering. After that we check the engineering result and create engineering printouts. The design code and literature that have been used for this project is Eurocode Basic of Structure Design, Eurocode 1 Action on Trusses, Eurocode 2 Design of Concrete Structure, Eurocode 3 Design of Steel Structure, and lastly Malaysian Standard MS 544 Timber Structure Design. For the choice of truss for this project is we use whole truss. This kind of truss is made up of a mix of steel and wood, which make it beautiful and visually attractive in its form. One of the things that distinguish the whole truss is that it has a very broad span capable of supporting structure ranging length from 6 to 30 meter. For the roof truss member, the diagonal member inclination in respect to the chord should be between 35 degree to 55 degree. Then the diagonal element should be oriented such that the longest member are under tension and the shortest one are under compression. Next is the top and bottom chord. The top and bottom chord of the truss resist compression and tension, therefore resistant to overall bending, while beam bracing produce resistance to shear force and resistant compression and tension force. For the type of connection, we are using the bolted connection. It is useful to connect and splicing the tension member, expose the bolt or to force that tend to tear the shank off. Next type of connection is welded connection. Welding for structure purpose is a technique in which the component that are being joined are heated and fused together with the addition of molten metal and the connection. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakim Nizam and I will present about chapter 2 design overview. So this is layout of the stadium. And this is the layout of the detailing of the stadium. So the load computation that has been used for this project is first permanent action. Unit weight of the reinforced concrete is 21 Newton per millimeter cubic. Unit weight of water is 420 Newton per millimeter cube. Floor finishes rendering script 50 mm thickness is 1.15 Newton per millimeter cube. Clay floor tiles is 0.65 Newton per millimeter cube. Roof that have its truss 0.1 Newton per millimeter cube. Services 0.1 Newton per millimeter cube. The second load computation is variable action. Audience seats 4.0 Newton per millimeter cube and basketball court 5.0 Newton per millimeter cube. We also applied the wind actions. The wind action that has been used is 33.5 meter per second, which is the basic wind speed at the place. So the load combination that can be used is first is 1.35 GK, the permanent load. Second one is the combination of permanent load plus the variable load 1.35 GK plus 1.5 QK. The third one is the combination of permanent load plus variable load plus wind load, which is 1.35 GK plus 1.5 QK plus 1.5 WK. And the last one is the combination of permanent load plus wind load, which is 1.35 GK plus 1.5 WK. So the truss and connection that we use is for the truss, double equal angle, 120 times 120 times 10 mm. The mass per meter is 18.2 kg per meter. The area is 23.2 cm3. The radius for root and toe are 13 mm and 6.5 mm respectively. The centroid is 3.31 cm and YY and ZZ axis is 313 cm to the power 4. So for the connection, we use the welded connection. This is because it supports the structural members for taking the load more efficiently rather than bolt connections. It can reduce the overall weight of the structure, which is the truss structure, and it's more economical with less material required to use. So that's all from me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ali Fahmi bin Ruzali. Now I will explain about chapter 3 for STEPRO internal force and manual calculation for internal force. So this is our truss for our project. So as we can see, we have reaction of pin and also roller, and then we got point load of 10.83 kN at the interior part, and then at the end part we get 5.42 kN. So how we get all the point load? We use per lane calculation lah. So after the calculation, we get point load at interior 10.83 and 5.42 kN at end truss. So we proceed to determine the C. We have member 73 member, R 3 reaction, and J 38 joint. So we use M plus R equal to J equation, and we get 76 equal to 76, which indicate our truss is stable and determinate. And then we can proceed to reaction calculation, which is we use simple equation, which is total external load divided by 2. Then we get 98.8 kN for both reaction at A and B. And then this is our manual calculation for our truss internal force. We use inspection method. So as we can see, the top chord have compression, and the bottom chord almost all is tension, and the straight one at the middle is compression, and the inclined one is tension. This is the result from STEPRO and manual calculation. We can see that the difference is not so big, which is for example, for member of 643, from STEPRO we get negatives 92.3, and for manual calculation we get negative 98.8, and both is compression. So it acceptable, and all member are the same. Type of, which is if STEPRO compression, then manual calculation also compression. And then this is the 5 critical member, which show that which we select by the highest force lah. And then I will show how to get internal force using internal force in STEPRO. So after analyze, we go to post processing, and then we go to beam, select forces, and then we select any member. So I select this member, so this is the value for the member. This is the value of the member, which is if the first one is positive and the second one is negative, it indicates that this member is compression. If vice versa, it is tension lah. So that is the way how to determine the internal forces, either it's tension or compression in STEPRO. That's all for chapter 3. Thank you. Chapter 4 is tension and compression. So remember, in design tension and compression member. So this is the flowchart for tension. we check NED and NTRD and calculate NTRD, propose section based on area, and then we check class of section, determine NPRD and NURD, choose NTRD based on the smallest, either NPRD or NURD, and then check NED with divide by NTRD must smaller than 1, and then check if the size is adequate and economic or not. If yes, we proceed, and if no, we will propose a new section. So for corporation, it's the same step, which is determine IYY and IZZ to find required A, and then we propose section based on A, check class of section, and then we determine in plane and out plane mapping. This is, and we have NBRD, NCR, Gamma, Sigma, Alpha and X. So we can proceed to find NCRD, which is the smallest between NBZRD or NURD, and then we check either we check with NED divided by NCRD must less than 1, and then we check the size is adequate and economic or not. If yes, we proceed, and no, we will propose with new section with that is more economic. So this is the summarize of design result for tension member step 1. So mostly we propose angle of 120 times 120 and 10 for both compression and tension. So for tension, we propose new section that we added is more economic. Mostly we propose angle 70 times 70 times 7, and for compression mostly we propose 75 times 75 times 8. That's all for me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Isyadi bin Muhammad Azri, and I will present about the design of connections. So the connection that we use is welded, and the critical force that we found in the trusses is 513.84 kN. As we know, the size of trusses that we propose in the Start Pro is 120 times 120 times 10 mm in grade S355 steel. So we try cover plate 100 times 10 mm and tri-size 8 mm welded. Next we need to calculate the throttliness, and we got the throttliness equal to 5.6 mm. After that, we need to find the design shear strength of the weld. From table 3.1, that design resistance of fillet weld that we extract from the table 4.1 in Euro Code 3, we found that the FU equal to 470 Newton per millimeter squared and BW equal to 0.9. From that, we calculate the design shear strength, and we got the design shear strength of the weld equal to 241 kN. Next, we need to find the design resistance of the weld per unit length. The design resistance of weld per unit length is equal to design shear strength times throttliness, and we got the design resistance of the weld per unit length equal to 1.35 kN per millimeter. Next, we need to find the total resistance. First, to find the total resistance, we need to find the minimum length required, and we got the minimum length required equal to 381 mm, and the total required length equal to 413 mm, and we assume that the total required length equal to 420 mm. Lastly, for the total resistance of the weld is equal to design resistance of the weld per unit length times the total required length. So we got the total resistance of the weld equal to 587 kN. That is bigger than the force that in the internal force, that is 513.94 kN. That is, so it's okay to use this type of connection. So next, for the next connection, the design shear strength of the weld, the design resistance of the weld per unit length, and the minimum length required is the same as the calculation from the design connection as before. That is, the design shear strength of the weld equal to 241 kN, the design resistance of the weld per unit length equal to 1.35 kN per millimeter, and the minimum length required is equal to 381 mm. But as for the total resistance, we need to assume the weld may arrange in two ways, that is balance the weld on each side and the weld placed across at the end of the angle. So for the balance the weld on each side, on the first side, we calculate the length, and we got the length is equal to 271 mm. So the total required is equal to 294 mm, and we assume that the required length is equal to 300 mm. On the other side of the length is equal to 103 mm, So the required length is equal to 190 millimeters, and we assume that the required length is equal to 125 millimeters. So the total required length is equal to 300 plus 125 millimeters, and we got the total required equal to 425 millimeters. And as for the total resistance of the weld is equal to 574 kilonewton. That is larger than the critical force. That is 513.94 kilonewton. So that is okay. The connection is okay to use. So as for the weld placed across the end of the angle, the total required length is equal to 381 millimeters. So we're taking moment at L2, and we got L1 equal to 61.1 millimeters, and we assume it's equal to 65 millimeters. And for the L2 is equal to 231.9 millimeters, so we assume it's equal to 235 millimeters. So the total required length is equal to 95 plus 235 plus 120. That is the total. We got the total required is equal to 420 millimeters. So the total resistance of the weld is equal to 567 kilonewtons. That is larger than the critical force. That is 513.94 kilonewton. So the design of connection is okay. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Sabu Syafiq bin Muhammad Chamri to represent for Chapter 6, which is Conclusion and Recommendation. For conclusion, the roof truss of spectator sitting on both the right and the left side of open basketball court in UTHM was successfully proposed. The dimension of the double equal angle that been chosen for this design is 120 times 120 times 10 mm. The connection has been chosen post-welded connection. The purpose of the truss for this project is safe to be constructed. Next is recommendation. There are critical recommendations for steel construction to guarantee the steel carries the weight properly, does not fail. First, adequate maintenance and care are required to keep the steel structure operating at its optimum. The dimension, tension and compression member has to be changed because seems to be oversized and not economic. The dimension of 65 times 65 times 7 mm and 70 times 70 times 7 mm was proposed for tension member. Dimension of 65 and times 65 times 7 mm and 75 and times 75 times 8 mm was proposed for compression member. That's all for me. Thank you.